YouTube people, them cause YouTube massive big. Them vex more time. Feel abandoned. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I do forget to get my YouTube people involved. So in about 2 seconds, now you're good to go. All right, YouTube fam, we're here. And again, got a dope show for you. Got to start off by saying thank you so much, much love, much respect, honor, large up, all that stuff to all my essential workers, all the frontline people, everybody on the front lines making it happen for us, keeping us safe. Nurses, doctors, paramedics, first responders, all of y'all. Those people working in emergency rooms, pediatrics, all of y'all. All right, the firefighters, big up on yourself. The good law enforcement professionals, the whack ones, may run out the light, but me a bun fire phone the same way. So all the whack ones, man, but the good ones, much love. We appreciate y'all. All right, mental health professionals, thank you so much. Guidance counselors, all those people in education, social workers, thank y'all so much. Wagwan Tara, large up. Again, everybody in the chat rooms right now, man. Sandra, thank you so much for joining the party. Much love. Kitoy, Wagwan. What up? 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 How's it going? How are ya? Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right, it's a big show today. Like I said, tell your friends to tell their friends. You've been seeing me splashing things on my screen for the past week or two. You know what I mean? Got my candle up in the place right here. Let me tell you something. Disclaimer. The views expressed by G. Cole does not represent those of Natasha Martin or of Scented Delights or of Jamaicas.com. So if you hear me going rogue and all them things there, I just me. All right? So pretty much what I'm getting at is this. See how beautiful it is? I might think. Just letting you know. All right? The message that's going to come my son say, yo, G, you can't send one of them one there. I'm going to let you know in advance. No. All right? This is Serenity. And this one is Indulge. I want to say, yo, G, can you send me the Indulge? I'll let you know in advance. Hell no. You know what I mean? These are my car. These are me. Smelling all fine and whatnot. Got the ambiance up in here. Everything's dope. But I'm going to tell you about it. We're talking small businesses. We're talking entrepreneurship. We're talking dope business people. And the company's called Scented Delights. We have all kind of different series going on. And today we're talking, again, entrepreneurship. We have the other side of the microphone. The live acoustic series. The Love Doctor. And looking across from me, she look like she's qualified nice for the Love Doctor series. Trust me, fellas, chill out. Don't be asking me for no phone numbers. That's not what this is about, all right? It's not the love connection. I said the Love Doctor, all right? But trust me, I got a dope guest in the building with me today. Large up K. Kelly, Kenny Price, Wagwan, Ryan, what's up? Everybody, man. All right, Ari, what's up? Gabby, what's up? All my people, what's up? Like I said, nice things, you know what I mean? I put out all the things them is... Am I showing off? Yes, I am going for it. No shame in my game. Woo, Jano. Ooh, wee. Got my little light in the box and thing, you know what I mean? Take it out, show it off a little bit, make it see it. You see? You know what I mean? Light up the thing, them, light up the candle. And for me ganja man, them, I love light up the herbs. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to do. But me, I tell us the thing proper. Anytime you have big tunes, dope people, the accent just kick in. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to drop one more tune for you, and we going to talk. Today's show comes to you courtesy of Old Time Something Come Back Again. The show's gonna be fire. It's at the Garden August 20th, hosted by yours truly. And I'm talking about legends gonna be in the building. So we got Empress Unique, we have Culture Kali, we have Principal in the building, we got Mr. Winston Dias. And who else is gonna be in the building? Man, like Admiral Tibet. Alright? And of course, Pluto Shervington. I'm gonna give you one more joint. So you could go get your stuff, your popcorn, you know what I mean? Get your glass or whatever, light up whatever, and get ready to have a nice convo with us, all right? Again, special guest to the building, but this one right here is Mark Johnson, M-A-R-Q. It's called Black Beauty for my lovely ladies. I got you covered, all right? Kelly, what you say?
Yo, you don't know I'm Mark with the Q, you know?
Simi, what up?
Black man, you win. Long time. It's more than the color of your skin. It's everything. No joke.
You are Black Beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are Black Beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you, say you win. I never feel inferior, you is an African. Nobody no superior, so listen me, oh man. I feel love your color from the head down to the ground. Shades of chocolate, caramel and cocoa butter strong. Me say what a pretty melanin. And your quality so genuine. Sweet melody no bother you. Change your tone, me I beg you do not follow now. You are Black Beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and true.
Large up Bobby Dean.
What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you say you win.
Downtown, make you tell me on me sound. Let me tell you say you're rounder than an English phone. Melanin a pop, you in your own zone. Black woman, yo, you make me feel proud.
That's why me have to sing comfortable in your own skin. Smoother than a gelatin. African princesses, you got everything. Are you me give me ratings? I'm rating. You are black beauty. You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you say you win. Listen, never feel inferior, you is an African. Nobody not superior, so listen me, oh man. I feel of your color from the head down to the ground. Shades of chocolate caramel.
Michelle, it's been a minute, not sure.
Mister, what a pretty melody.
Large up B Will.
And your quality suggest
Kevin Gates, J Bass.
sweet melody.
Vinny Hamilton, the entire Raps and Kush fam. Jayu, Gia Will.
You are black beauty.
Uh-huh.
You're the real deal cutie. What a way you look good in your skin. Father God give you enough melanin. You are black beauty. Really and truly. What a way you look good in your skin. Black woman, me I tell you say you win.
Yeah. Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy, ladies and gentlemen, gotta big up man like Killer, you know. I'm an artist. It's me artist, you know what I mean? It's me artist. All right, large up yourself, Rodney. Again, we got a dope show for y'all today. Again, entrepreneurship at its finest, but not just that, just dope stuff. Got a beautiful young lady in the building with me today. You know what I mean? And me know someone see me every day, and I ain't feel no way. Me know a situation set up. Y'all be like, gee, I'm tired of you. It's all good. All right? I want to look for me every day. But I got somebody that I want to introduce y'all to. You see me flashing these dope candles up in here. Not a candle guy until now, right? Some of the best. Got mad brownie points from my wife the other day when I brought home one. I lied to her for about a good 6 hours, let her know that, yo, I mean, go get the thing, you know what I mean? I went all out. And then afterwards, I confessed because I'm not that guy. I'm not good at keeping up the lie. I tried and I couldn't do it, so I had to confess, you know what I mean? But some dope stuff. And again, CEO, owner, a whole bunch of different prefixes to her name, Miss Natasha Martin. Let's open up her mic, right? About now, fellas, chill out, you hear me? Be on your best behavior, all right? Don't embarrass me, I'm just saying. Don't embarrass me. Wagwan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful and I can't complain. I ain't gonna lie, I can't complain. You know, I put on some work on your thing and I understand the lovely voice, the little voice there. You know what I mean? it's the soft voice, but I like it. Scented Delights is dope. I love them.
Thank you.
I love them. When it comes to business of anything, to be honest with you, any passion project, because a lot of times until the millions start raking in, it is a passion project. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's your passion that you're putting out there for the masses to partake in. But some people passion start a little bit humbler. You know what I mean? Them thing, they up there, them proper. I like them, right? Yeah. Talk to the masses about your love for candles. The ladies get it more so than the fellas. I've been getting into it lately, but before we even get into Scented Delights and your products, talk to me a little bit about your love for candles.
All right. So I spend a lot on candles every month.
Mm-hmm.
I love candles before I got into my line. My biggest issue is that they don't last long. Mm. They smell really good, but they just don't last. Mm-hmm. But I love different scents. It depends on the mood that I'm in. Mm-hmm. So I'm always shopping different stores, testing out candles or purchasing the ones that I've gotten before that I enjoy.
Just love them, just the smell, just the ambiance, just the
ambiance, the smell, the mood.
Mad.
Yeah, candles.
And as you mentioned, the mood and stuff like that. I see the different names on them, so I guess different scents, different moods.
Absolutely. So I have 6 scents. Serenity is bergamot and lavender. Indulge, which is here, it's very light. It's white amber and lily. Love is mango and peaches. Crave is apples, jasmine, and sweet pea. Sweetheart is vanilla crumb cake. And there's one more. I have to think.
Love? You said love already?
Yes, love. That's my favorite.
Love?
I think I did the 6. Did I do 6?
Probably. So you love love. Love is your
Yes.
your favorite of them all.
Love is my favorite, but I still love Crave. I love all of them, but Crave, Love, and Serenity are my favorite.
Talk to me a little bit about the names. I hear that sensual. Are you a
Yes.
hopeless romantic? Is that what it is?
I am a hopeless romantic, but I wanted something unique and different. You know, not just mango or just peaches. I just wanted something unique,
Right.
and they're all unique.
I dig them.
Yeah.
I dig them. Indulge Serenity. I brought love for my wife. Your recommendation.
Yeah.
Because he said the bedroom sent that. He said the bedroom sent that. So we carry love. You know what I mean? Fellas, mind your business. You know what I mean? Try your thing. So I brought love for her. She loved it. It's sweet, but it's not overbearingly sweet.
No.
I like the fresh scent. She's into the fresh scents too. So that was a sweet one. And I was like, oh, she's going to like it. But when we lit it, it wasn't overwhelmingly sweet as you get with a lot of the so-called sweet fragrances
Right.
from candles. But I dig it. I dig it. So based on what you're saying right about, look, I remember Bridget, I call him name. Big up yourself, Stephen. So the thing is, he been acting up and at home, and he doggo's kind of a vibe. So you have to pretty much, if he brings home a box, the box I said love, might help him out. might bring him back.
Okay.
But I'm not asking you. I mean, you're gonna be forgiving people that show up with love.
It should help him.
It should help him.
Definitely.
It's better than showing up empty-handed, right?
Absolutely. You can't go home empty-handed. You have to bring her something nice.
I love it. Do you find that? Are we going off key right now? When you see a gift come, right? As a lady, you're a beautiful young lady out here doing your thing.
Thank you.
Experience-wise, right? When you're at home chilling, and your significant other rolls up with a gift out of the blue, do you feel like, oh man, this dude is so sweet? Or do you go to, the hell he did?
No.
What did this dude do?
No, you say, oh, he's so sweet. That's so nice. Any kind of gift is nice. I mean, they should know you by now, so they should know the things that you like. As long as it's something that I like, I'll accept it.
So you don't go thinking, what did this dude do?
No, I don't think like that.
Okay.
I think that you're inviting trouble into your home if you think that way. But yeah, he could be sweet until you find out something.
Oh, lads. It's a something around the corner, but you're not searching for it. It will rear its head. See that, ladies and gentlemen, because we have the Love Doctor series coming up, and a lot of the ladies say that all the time. They say, anytime a man show up with gift, they always be like, okay, what'd you do?
No, because you know what? If your heart is pure, whatever is in the dark is going to come to light.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what about the people who are just skilled at keeping the secrets?
No, you're going to
must come
find
out?
out. If you're pure and you're being honest and genuine, it's going to come to you.
Wow.
If you ignore the signs, that's a different story, but it's going to come to you.
And there are probably always signs that people ignore.
They are.
Damn, that Keisha calling at 3 a.m. That could be a sign, right? The Keisha calling 3 o'clock in the morning is a sign.
Definitely. Definitely, that's a sign. Why is Keisha calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Keisha ain't got no manners, man. Keisha rowdy out here in these streets, all right? She acts up. Tell me the name, Scented Delights. You know, sometimes musicians, and again, entrepreneurs, they have products. And then the product has a name, and the two don't go together. It's like they've never met. You know what I mean? You're selling drinks, and it's called... A perfect example. There's this water that I got introduced to while I was on the road. And it's very good too. It's in a can. But the water is called Death, right? So I'm like, I don't know who came up with this, and I'm sure the shock value of it probably works. But I've seen products like this. But this one, Scented Delights, I love the name. Talk to me a little bit about the name Scented Delights.
All right. So actually, I had the second part of the name before the first. So I had delights. I pictured the candle as the eye. So I had the bottom part, but I didn't have the first part of it.
Right.
And it was one Saturday, I was taking my boys out to dinner, and I'm like, okay, God, I have this product, I have this idea, I just need the first part of the name. And it came to me within 5 minutes. So
Wow.
I contacted my brother, I told him what I wanted, and he came up with the design. So
Scented Delights. And another thing we've spoken a little bit about is this. Atypical candles are just some candles in jars, right? You go into your different places, but nah, be got nobody, so I think my candle on here. But because, and first of all, I will say this off the top, I didn't know that the candle thing was like that. My wife, I think she loves candles, and I normally don't go in. Yeah, but I went into the candle store with her. I was like, damn, I didn't know that candles cost what they cost, right? But they also don't show up like this. It's just in a bottle or a little jar or whatever the case may be. This to me just looks sexy. You know what I mean? It looks like I could pull off bringing this as a gift. I don't think I'm gonna get no brownie points just showing up with a regular candle in a jar. But if I show up with this, it looks like I put some thought and some effort, and it look like, yo, G Cole go out there and spend some cheese and him come proper, you know? And brownie points for days. What went to your thought process when you're trying to put the packaging for this?
well, I love elegance. I, of course, didn't want just a plain candle in a plastic. I wanted something that looked and represented what I wanted. My candles last 70 to 72 hours. They light up a room in minutes, and they smell really good. All of them smell good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one thing that you put a lot of effort and a lot of emphasis on, a lot, and I guess it means a lot to you, is how long they last.
Yeah, they last a long time, and that was very important to me.
Right, because you said the other one of them just burn out too.
They just burn
Too
out
quick.
too quick. You have some that smell good. You have some that you smell it, but when you light it, they're two different things. But even for the ones that smell good, they just don't last as long. So I wanted something that lasts long, smells good, and is presentable enough where it can be gifts, you know? Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, again, chopping it up with Miss Natasha Martin. She is the owner and CEO of Scented Delights. This right here look like something that I should go pick up in the mall. You know what I mean? It's that fire. Trust me. It look like something I should go pick up in the mall. Not at a kiosk, at the right store. You know what I'm saying? Dillard's and them. You know, Macy's and them or whatnot. How do people get their hands on some Scented Delight candles these days? So you can go to my website, scenteddelights.com, and all the scents are there for you to select. They are currently $27, but you get what you pay for. It is, you're not getting the normal candle that you pick up at.
Right.
at
There's levels to this.
yes, there are. There are definitely levels to it.
There's levels. There's levels. Listen, there's Hondas, there's Hondas, there's Mercedes, there's Maseratis, there's a whole bunch of different things. There's levels to this, right? And believe it or not, I drove the Honda. It don't feel like the Mercedes. I'm just letting you know right off the bat. All right, the brake. Anyways, so these are very, 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 very nice. And like I said, if I went into this, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I went into the store and I saw this, I would expect to spend a lot more than that. You know what I mean? But right now they're buying them online, and of course, you know, they pay for shipping and get them to them. I personally think they should be in stores. Is that something you're thinking about?
Considering at a later date.
At a later date.
Yeah, at a
So for right now, it's just get them online.
You can get them online. If you're interested in purchasing a bulk, there's a contact us page, and you can contact me, and I will definitely negotiate the price. As well as for people that are here locally. If you're ordering 2 or more, or, you know, if you're not that far, I'm definitely traveling all the time on the weekends, so I can definitely make arrangements to personally hand them to you.
Cool, no man.
Okay.
See the one Bobby Dean and Steven write about every day them I buy one candle just so your candles go. Get one candle because she go deliver it. All right. Next thing you know, I drop off the thing. Well disappointed. But that's how the thing go. You're going to get it anyway. Anyway. But I really, really like the scents. What I like also is that you can go overboard and have 50 different scents. Right? You have 6. Was that by design? Like you're saying, you know what, I'm just going to keep a specific amount?
It was by design. I did want 6 to start off. You know, I'm not looking for 50 candles, but 6 candles, I think, with a good variety of scents that appeals to men and women, and that's what I wanted.
And that's another thing I do notice. There's not just a woman thing, because even the boxes, truthfully, and again, I don't know if this is by design. When I think candles before this experience, it was more like I said, ladies, right? But the packaging is not a lady's packaging. It's just a beautiful, elegant packaging. I always try to get into the minds of our business people. Did you do that intentionally also? Is there a reason why it ain't hot pink?
Oh yes, definitely. It was definitely intentional. It's not what I wanted. You know?
Right.
Yeah, but I did. I was very specific in what I wanted the packaging to look like.
Nice. I really, 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 really dig them. And like I said, I haven't lit these yet because all I need to do when I come in here is I open the box and it fills up the room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And again, I got Indulge here and I got Serenity. I did light the other one. I didn't just open it at home because I was showing it off. So, you know what I mean? Brownie points, man, I get some of work by my thing. But these right here, I have them in here and I just open the box and they just light up the room. Holidays are time flies, so around the corner.
Yes.
Right? I'm sure you're probably prepared for the melee and the madness that's to come because a lot of people are going to need to get them hands on some candles and so forth. Do you encourage people to probably buy them early, buy them in advance, and probably hide them, stock them up versus wait until Christmas around the corner? No, you tripping?
No, I'll definitely have stock for Christmas, but it seems so far away, but it's right around the corner. But it's not just for yourself or as a gift. People that are doing bridal showers or birthday parties, this is definitely a great gift. It smells great, it looks good, it's in a great packaging. It's a great gift.
Awesome sauce. Awesome. So I'm gonna take advantage of a lovely lady being in the building right about now because, like I said, I got a series coming up around the corner called the Love Doctor series, and again, I'm not here trying to get nobody's love connection going on. I ain't hooking up nobody because then I gonna sue me for linking up with Mad Keisha. I know Keisha tormenting on a G call they want blame, or me go link you up with I want this brother, and then all of a sudden, no, me you want blame. Me not depend on that. But let me pick your brain as I have a lady in the building right about now. I hear from these ladies a lot that it's a struggle out here to find or meet. I think must say find because we're not discovering nothing around here. To meet a decent man, right? Because when I talk to the man, I see him complain. But that's another show. But that it's crazy out here and these fellas are tripping. Do you share that sentiment? Are the pickings slim?
Very slim.
Is it like the Walmart produce section? It's just it beat up. It ain't that fresh.
It's very slim. I will tell you that much. It's very slim. What's out there? I am not out there searching or on different websites. I don't mark who does it. It's but it's not the good quantity. It seems have been.
Thank God. Got bought up. The online shoppers already purchased those.
Yes, the online shoppers have already been purchased. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that crazy out here. And again, it's because I hear a lot of the ladies. But here's what I will say though. I kind of hear similar things from the fellas that these ladies are tripping. These ladies are nuts out here too, So it's like a barrage of crazy people that run around.
Exactly.
It's like equilibrium.
It is. I mean,
so why can't two crazy people just link up and just, and just do the things?
Listen, that sounds great. Listen, you have the the capacity to link the crazy people up. So
Isn't
There
it?
you go.
There's somebody for everybody.
there is somebody for everybody. There is, I believe that.
What's a turn off? You meet somebody for the first time, right? What's a turn? What makes you say, "Oh hell no," right off the bat?
Depending on the conversation, but if he starts, depends on the questions that he asks. But if he starts talking about himself, that's definitely a turn off. Yeah. So
Somebody
after a
that's
while, you're
wow.
talking, but I'm no longer listening. Yeah, so.
So somebody comes to you, you guys are sitting down for a drink or something, and you're there for 2 hours, and at the end of 2 hours, you know 2 hours worth of stuff about him, but he don't know nothing about you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. And that's not just introductory thing, you know. If that's day one, can you imagine day?
Yeah, that's a little overwhelming.
It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Yeah.
Oh Lord. What's getting popular these days are these dating sites. Would you ever try it?
I don't knock anybody that does, but I've never been on a dating site.
It sounds kind of scary, though, right?
It is kind of scary because you don't know what's out there. But then again, you have decent people that's on it. You know, it doesn't mean that everybody that's on it is crazy or, you know.
Yeah.
I have friends that use it. They have good and bad experiences, but I've never gone on myself.
Wow. So, is it okay for me to set up a page for you and put your profile picture? No,
absolutely not. Absolutely. Thank you, but no thank you.
No, you say you're good?
Yeah.
I'm a pass.
I am so good. I am so good.
Yeah.
So good. Thank you.
I said, nah, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm straight. You know, I think over the years, and I'm out the game, so maybe I'm just the old guy right now. You're not even the old, just the old guy. Out the game, don't know what's going on in these streets. There was a time when I thought it weird, the whole concept of online dating. And the reason I found it weird, I thought it was weird, is especially from the women's standpoint. I always had the mindset that, you know, a woman, you ain't got to do too much to find somebody, especially if you're an attractive woman. You ain't got to do too much to meet somebody. So if you got to show up on the internet, something probably wrong with you. That used to be my mindset of it, right? And then somebody clarified and said, well, we're in the time when people are so busy. You're a busy woman. You know what I mean? You're in the corporate world. You're an entrepreneur. You got so many things going on. So time to go date and go do these things is a big issue. Do you endorse that statement? Is like, okay, we're just in that time right now. People too busy to go find our. Yeah, it's a little weird. Them not vex you. They can't say weird.
No, you know what? Like I said, I don't knock who tries it. So
Right.
you know, and there are people that are successful. There are people that meet online and they're married. I've just never tried it, so I can't say.
No
but
judgments.
Like I said, no judgments. But I have friends that do it, and they have good and bad experiences. So.
How hilarious are the bad experiences?
Pretty hilarious, yeah. Very, very hilarious, yeah.
Right. Some stuff that you could see coming from a mile, you'd be like, oh, snap.
Yeah. Keep swiping.
Keep swiping.
Yeah, keep swiping.
Nah, man, it's just, you know, and the good thing about it now is, you know, people have social media so they can kind of tie them in. So you see somebody's profile picture, and you go up on the social media, but damn, that's like the age different, but the picture is like about 30 years. I'm like, what's going on here? But Jono, I'm gonna check out one of them sites and see what it look like, you know, because I think it'd be hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chopping it up with Miss Natasha Martin from Scented Delights. Candles. Bulk, you mentioned some, you know, people can get them to buy in bulk and stuff like that. Do you do the shows, the expos, the bridal vibe, or whatever the case may be for those people who are in the area and we can probably run into you on Siwa, Guan, and Ray?
Yes, I do. I do pop-up shows. I do.
So they might see you out here in the streets.
Absolutely.
And that's probably a good place to get them.
Yes, it is, because I can't ship the lighter. There's a lighter that comes inside the box, and it's just something extra for people that directly purchase from me that you get.
Oh, you're right, because it's flammable.
Exactly.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so if they have it shipped to them, it won't have the lights on it.
No, I can't put the lighter in there.
Wow. Makes sense. I wouldn't have thought of that. But of course, the people who are getting it locally here can get them lighter.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
What was the thought process when you decided? Because again, I ain't never seen nobody put the lighter with a candle, right? It's like
You know what? It's not all the times that you are able to access a lighter immediately.
Right.
You know, if you're at a hotel or if you're here just for the weekend, you know, what are the chances that you have a lighter with you or inside the room? So it's in the box. You know, you can light it. Even when you get home, sometimes you go find matches or your lighter. It's just right there. So.
Yeah.
And I wanted something different.
Different it is, but I do agree with you. Sometimes I've been trying to light my grill and can't find a lighter. I'll be out there. I just never thought about it. So I got the charcoal in there. I got everything ready. I'm boom, my jerk chicken and stuff. I said, every time I light the grill, I'm like, babe, you see the lighter?
Yeah.
So I understand completely. But I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful touch, you know? And I showed it to my kiddo who, I don't know she depended on, but she loved our oils and our this and our that. And I showed it to my wife. And that was one of the things they pointed. It's like, wow, I never seen, you know what I mean? It come with a light. And of course, it has the logo on it and the whole now, which is just a nice touch.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, fellas, trust me, brownie points for days.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're merciless. I'm gonna girl them gizada. You know what I mean? If you jealous, if you want the brownie points, these are the ones for you. And I say it that way, but this is a gift. This is a Christmas gift. This is a birthday gift. It's an anniversary gift. It's just proper. Even the box it's reusable.
Yes, it is.
Wow, it ain't the cardboard, the tin thing. You know what I mean? It's proper.
No, it's proper.
It's proper. Like I feel like a lot of thought went into this.
It did. It did.
Wow. Wow. So let me ask you this now. So you are, again, young single lady out here. Suppose you go on a date with somebody and the man say, you know something, I'll cook for you tonight. I'm invited to the crib, I'm going to take care of you. And when you go there, you say some scented delight. Him don't know say you know. Is that further brownie points?
Absolutely. We mean absolutely. Of course.
My guy got taste.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're probably going to say to yourself, this fool research me. He knows. He knows who I am. Be a scented delight across the house.
Yeah. Well, no. If you've gone that far, you've definitely done some research. And if you came and you had one or two boxes, it'd be a little different. But if it's all over the house, yeah.
Especially if I beer love him, I mean, that's true. Like, what flavor you got? Love? What else? Nothing. Just love. He did his research. No. So, which one is your favorite out of the bunch?
Love and Crave. Those are my two favorites.
Love and Crave?
Yeah. Yeah, those are my two favorites.
Scent-wise, when you work, because you came up with the name, so that you chose the names. The Indulge is the Serenity. What's the process of applying the name to a particular scent? It's like, okay, what's fresh? What is this? Cause you got Serenity, you got Indulge, you got Love, which I said, the one that the bedroom thing that, you know what I mean, child support on deck when you when you start burning your love thing. Was there any thought put into, okay, which scent goes with what name and stuff like that?
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, Serenity, for instance, is lavender and bergamot. Lavender and bergamot smells really good, but it's just soothing. It puts my sister to sleep at night.
Wow.
So it's very soothing. It's comfortable. So I said Serenity. But they're all different. Their names are all different. But yes, it's definitely some thought that went into the names.
What was the thought that went into Love?
Love is just beautiful. It's peace. It's peaceful. It is mango and it's mango and peaches, and it's love.
It's love.
Yeah.
And so that's the bedroom scent.
Absolutely.
But if you said the thing peaceful, I'm saying, next thing the man gonna burn love in that bedroom and then go in there, I come back and you fall asleep. I'm just saying.
That's Serenity.
That's Serenity.
Serenity is lavender. Lavender is it's calming. It's soothing. You know.
Mad. Ladies and gentlemen, hey Camille, how you doing? Websites, because they gotta get a lot of these things. Cool now, Barry. Of course, I got my stuff on deck. I warm tea. I told you I brought the love home. Works like a charm. My wife now watch this. I can talk all kinds of smack. You know what I mean? Works like a charm. You know what I mean? Love. Well, this is indulge. But love is the one at home. And of course, again, I got serenity. I'm a candle dude now, man. I want to now. Large up DJ Lance over in the UK. Tara, you know the thing. Barry, you know the thing already. Ryan Scented Delights, man. The thing turn up loud, 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 loud. Empress Unique needs the link. I'm going to put the link right up in here. It is simply scenteddelights.com. Hit her up also on Facebook. Hit her up on IG.
Yeah.
Right? And do it right now while she's still the one checking the message. Because about another month or two, thing I got turn up so loud, somebody else I got check the message. So you know I got get the personal. You know what I mean? Get on it right now. Scenteddelights.com. There it is in there. And again, if you need, you can always pick it up here. No, I lie. No, I joke my make. Retract that statement. All right. Depends on who. Can always pick it up from me right here. But when I say I am now a candle person based on these, it's dope. It's fire. The other thing that I did notice with these candles, in adverse to other ones that I have, because is that when I put them out, I don't get the suit all up in the place, because sometimes the place smells real nice until you hold the candle and feel like you need to call the fire department now. But these don't give me that. Talk to me a little bit about that, because I'm sure you had options. You could have get the flames one too. But talk to me a little bit about what goes into making these candles and making them different and special in comparison to, I don't even want to say the competition, but in comparison to the other thing them.
Okay. In comparison to the competition,
Right.
I'll say they're soothe-free. And that was very important to me also. Not just smelling good and lasting long, but I hate when I out the candle and the black smoke it's all over the place and it just killed the smell, So I had to make sure that what I'm coming out with was something that represented something that I love and something that I would use myself.
Now, the series right now is entrepreneurship, right? How and women can accomplish things where I give it up. I ain't gonna front. Me can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I tried Tara know what I'm talking about. I tried to do that. I was doing something while giving Tara the address to the studio to come talk about her book. And I ended up giving her the street address to the studio, but the city for my house. So she was like in circles to know where I'm going. So fellas, it is a struggle, right? But ladies can pull it off. You are successful in the corporate world, so that's demanding. That's time consuming. And then now you're launching your business, or you've launched your business, Scented Delights. I have this conversation with my daughter and many of my godkids and so forth, because they all speak of the interest of being an entrepreneur. But with them young people nowadays, entrepreneur mean me not do nothing, me not work, me sit down on the bed, I'm on the couch. That's what I think it means to them, right? Talk to me a little bit about going into business. It's all you, right? When you're in the corporate world, if things go left, go right, it's on the company, right? And you are, yes, you represent the company, but again, you have that shield, you have that shelter, you have the umbrella, but this is all you. Going into business for yourself, was there any fear, any reservation, anything like that on your part?
Oh, absolutely. You always have fear. I mean, you of course wonder how things are going to work out and if it's going to work out, but pursue your dreams. If this is what you want to do, regardless of what it is, pursue it. You don't know until you try. So you have to put yourself out there.
Step out on faith.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're confident in the product.
Exactly. You're confident in it. Other people will also smell it and like it, and tell you their feedback as well. So, which is very important,
You got to be prepared for whatever.
Exactly. You do.
Right.
Yeah.
I dig that. And then as far as setting up businesses, doing all that in itself is work, right?
It is. It's a process. It's
only 24 hours in a day. How you find time for doing something?
You have to make time, right? If it's what you want and it's your passion,
right,
you have to go after it. It wasn't just something I set up on Instagram. It's an actual company that I created, and it took a little while. It's not something that I did overnight. Everything is a process. So, if entrepreneurs, you're interested in doing something, research it, do your research, decide what you want to do, and go for it.
I've heard people say, and in some industries, it's I guess it's more accurate than others, right? I've heard people say it's hard to if you have your hands in two places, one wins, right? And it's normally the one you're more passionate about, and whatever the case may be. And then you have some people who take that as an excuse to say, "Yo, I'm going all in over here, I'm not do that." But the regular 9 to 5 and all those things oftentimes is what's paying for these entrepreneurial endeavors. To the young people coming up right now that say they want to be entrepreneurs and they want to do them thing, what do you say to them?
I mean, listen, if you have it and you're able to go full in and not work 9 to 5, go for it. You know, pursue your dreams. You only live once.
Right.
You know? So if you have the ability to do it, do it. But for those that don't, you have to still keep your 9 to 5 until, you know, your business takes off the way that you want it to.
Wow. And you mentioned, you know, if it's something that you're really into and you're really passionate about and really love, you'll find the time to do it.
Absolutely, you will.
So on the flip side of that, now, if somebody call you and be like, "Hey, Natasha, what's up? I met you at such and such. You want to go to anything?" You know, so I don't have the time. No, that means that it's because you ain't interested, right? Is that what that is? Under the bus. I'm just saying.
No.
No? You busy for real?
I'm busy. Yes, I'm really busy. I'm not going to tell you I'm busy and I'm really not busy. No.
Hold on. Somebody said, "I would like to try the 6 fragrances. Can I pick up from you, sir? I am a Bath and Body Works and Yankee lover of the year. Something else. And lover. Happy to hear something else. That's good. Trust me. Personally, those are what some of the names she just called are the ones that I had at home. I mean, I lie. I was beating my chest when I was walking through the door with this because it's like I said, there's levels, right? And I felt like my wife had the Honda, right? No, I like that. I felt like my wife had the Honda. And I rolled up with the Alfa Romeo and I'd be like, "Yo, babe, drive this and let me know what you think." I'm just saying. That's how I felt. So, Empress, hit her up. Scented Delights. Or you know what? I'll pass on the connect. You can, you know, she can reach out to you. You can reach out to her. Can connect and whatever, email, whatnot, not, and get your thing. But when I say proper, it's proper. I'm talking about candles like it's something else. If you'd tell me 3 weeks ago that I'd be here talking about candles, you know what I mean? Like it's hot. Give me all this thing, sexy, sweet, beautiful. You know what I mean? It's all that. You know what I mean? Yes, there is. There's something else I talk about, but I'm just telling you, the thing proper. Camille, you know, crank it up. All right, so you'll definitely hear her a lot better now. Crank up the thing then. Now, Scented Delight. Which one, you tell me the one that you prefer, which is your favorite, which I know is challenging because it's kind of like your kids. Like, which one do you prefer?
Right.
Even though, truth, we prefer one more than another. No. If you have multiple opinions, trust me, well, you're not going to say it. Your convictions will not let you say it, but there's one of them, you love them all. But there's one of them that you like the least. Let's just say, the degree of love for the lot. You love them all, but there's one kid in that house that G's and peace, right? You like just a little bit less than the others. So I know it's a lot of pressure. What's from the ladies? Let's start with the ladies. What are the ones that the ladies have been loving and gravitating towards?
Crave, indulge, and love.
Crave, indulge, and love.
Yeah.
And I guess I could just assume the others the fellas are really into.
Well, men buy love also and indulge. So it just depends on your mood. It just depends on your mood and the smells that you like. Lust, which you don't have here, but I have it here.
Hold on, one name Lust too?
Yes.
Turn up, Lord. Let me see it. Jano. So hold on. I didn't see that one before. So if love is for the bedroom, what is lust for?
Listen, lust is
the hotel.
Jesus.
Lust is the back of the Chevy. Jano, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into them all right about now. I did not know about the lust thing. Let me spell it. Yeah. Let me see it. Oh yeah. Somebody get knocked up. Lust. I'm telling you. Woo! Put on some Luther and some lust. It are going away. Mad. So and this is one of the 6?
Yes.
So this is probably the one that you never remember. Lust.
Okay.
Love.
didn't say lust
I don't know.
earlier.
I would have thought the lust was the more the bedroom vibe.
No, well, I mean, lust smells really good. Just like love and indulge, all of them smell good. It just depends on the mood and what you feel like smelling. And even when I burn them in different rooms, so I don't have one smell burning throughout the whole house.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Gotcha. So love, ladies and gentlemen, because there's always poetry is everything. You know what I mean? So
Right.
love. That's very significant. You know what I mean? Get that one, come home with the wifey and whatever the case may be. Lust, side chicks. Big up on yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just saying, side piece. Big up yourself. You know what I mean? Or the one that we ain't committing to, but it's nice.
Yeah. Lust is coconut, vanilla, and mango. And it smells good.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's a smell that was in the Garden of Eden. When them I lost out the thing, I'm at the well here, so far, you know. You know what I mean? But that's just, I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Scented Delights, Natasha Martin in here, owner and CEO, all right? And let me see here what's going on. Bobby Dean said, all my nieces love candles, got perfect gifts for them now. You sure do. Continental US, though, when it comes to the shipping, right?
Absolutely.
Continental US. But you got family over here, so all right. That's the other thing too, which I dig is perfect gifts. So when we talk about stuff like this, it's not about necessarily buying it for me or you'll buy it for you.
Right.
It's just a dope gift.
It could be a really nice gift. Absolutely.
Mad.
That can
And
be anybody.
you can order it and you ship it to them. So, cause you got friends and family, you like them, you love them, but you don't really like them, right?
Right.
And you might not want to see them. So you can just order it and you ship it
And
to
you
them.
ship it to them,
Jano.
exactly.
Bam, 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 bam.
And you can always, the contact page, just put your information, you can reach me, and I do respond back to emails and calls. So
I like it. Let me see what's going on here. You take my word for it. Candle made me happier, man. I ain't fronting. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm a chance I'm merciless for balance out the thing. You know what I mean? But I dig them. I'm not gonna lie. I dig them. And again, I have it in my hand. It's heavy. It's like when you go buy a proper speaker or proper headphones and it's not light like the other
Right.
crazy one.
Right.
You know, it feels proper. Feel proper. Ladies and gentlemen, Scented Delights. Again, you'll come back on the Love Doctor show. Will you come back on the Love Doctor show?
Absolutely. I'll be here.
Jano, from a business standpoint, right? Is it easier? If I had Scented Delights, right? If I me own Scented Delights, right? Let's just keep it a buck, because the ladies out there sometimes are going to know what's going on. Is it easier for a beautiful person like yourself to sell these products than somebody look like me?
Oh my God, stop
I'm,
it.
I'm just
Stop
saying,
it.
like a
Stop
fella,
it.
like the
Listen.
fellas. I'm just saying, is it easier because people? What?
No,
Wait,
you know what? Even when I go to pop-ups and I have them displayed,
Mm-hmm.
people will walk over because they can smell them. So I don't think it matters whether you're a female or male selling it. It just depends on
Just a scent.
the scent. If
Oh,
you
I
have a
know.
good scent and if people are attracted to a good scent, they'll walk over. Yeah.
Mad. Single fellas, well, let me tell you something. A whole heap of time, because I heard about it. Ladies are talking. They come over the house. You you promise them a nice dinner, a nice evening, and come over the house and something's missing, which is a nice scent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes. It goes well with a bottle of wine.
Whoo, snap. You know what I mean? Especially your lust and your loves. They go great with a bottle of wine, because when people tipsy. Anyways.
I didn't go there. You did.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Lawrence, yep, very, very nice. We got some people are going to be hitting you up because they definitely are. And like I said, I like a word. The word I love is quality.
Yes.
I'm gonna take out one of them out of the box and show the people them want to go on, because when I say, matter of fact, you know what? I'll let you do it because I probably prefer. I know, but Chico, I don't want to see him. See you last week. So it's all right. My special guest is gonna open one of the boxes and show now. What go on? See there?
Yeah.
See there?
Here it is.
Scented delight. Man, I get them out. Get lamps and lighter too. Lighter proper. Jano Star. Remember, that is for the folks who are picking them up locally. Lighter can't go in the mail. You know what I mean? Lawrence says they need one. Where you located, Lawrence? Where you located? Let me know where you located. But beautiful stuff. Candle them turn up. I'm a candle guy. Officially, welcome me to the candle world. I'm in. Oh, I skip go back over love that to side fence now. I take advantage. So I said to somebody once that I feel like when it comes to love and connections and romance and romantic relationships, I am not a believer in the you meet you somebody you know from a long time, right? Or somebody who you know from somebody, a friend. I think the chance of survival for the relationship is better when it's just two people who met organically out of the blue, no ties, right? I know your cousin friend. I know your brother friend. I mean, it ain't your homegirl friend. It ain't the guy that you work with from however long. It ain't the person that you've been liking from them on picnic and you're in love with what was a child. No, they're a straight up demon, but you don't know all of that, right? What do you feel about it? Do you think there's any difference?
I don't, because sometimes you can know somebody for a long time, but when you're in a relationship with them, it's two different things. It's like seeing somebody every day, but living with them, they're two different things. You know.
So either way.
Either way, I mean, you can find love either way. You know.
Now, you have single female friends?
Absolutely.
You have single male friends?
Yes. So they say.
John, no, yes, the views expressed by Natasha Magda does not represent those of Chico. I'm flipping it this time. So, because I have female friends that are single. I don't have many male friends that are single.
Right.
And the ones that I do have, personally, I recommend it. You know what I mean? But that's just me.
Yeah.
When it comes to your female friends that are single out here, do you ever find, because sometimes we're not tell we're friend them the truth, you know? You ever find sometimes are them my grasses? Like, yeah, but a friend sometimes and it just not work out, you know, but you have to tell your friend that your friend has straight up grasses, and you know say she's the problem. No matter what happens, now work, it can't work, it never work, it whatever the case may be, and the common denominator in that is her, but it's my homegirl, so I ain't telling her. When I tell her, she not watch, trust me. But do you ever find that sometimes the truth is it's really some of these ladies' fault out here why the thing now flourish? I
can't blame it on just the ladies, because you know, you men, you give a lot of trouble.
What?
Yes,
I'm a practicing reverend.
Absolutely. I can't say that, but with the friends that I have, we're honest with each other. So in any situation, we're gonna say, you know, what's right and what's wrong, regardless of we agree to disagree, and that's fine.
Right. But if it's your homegirl and she's an issue, you're gonna be like, my girl.
Yeah, because if she talks to me about something that, you know, something that just happened, I'm going to give her my honest opinion. Boy, you shouldn't do that, you know. Boy, I wouldn't have done that. But, you know, to each his own. But I'm going to give you my honest opinion. So
you ain't going to side with her just because that's your girl?
No, absolutely. Because then you're covering up. She could do the same thing to me. I don't want a fake opinion. I want, what's your opinion on, you know, what just happened? Or how do you think I should handle this?
Right.
I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear. I want you to be honest with me.
So, and you said you have single male friends, single female friends, right? Your single female friend come to you and say, yo, I like that brother there, you know, which is your single male friend, right? Do you say, all right, make the hook up, Or you'd be like, I'd rather not in case this blows up. Now I got some tension on my friend situation.
No, I'll introduce them, but that's it. If she wants to be introduced to somebody, but I don't play Cupid. I don't play Cupid.
Just you set it up. Okay, come on my house Friday.
No.
Am I gonna my house Friday?
No. You know, but we're all adults. By now, it's not like we're 12. You can walk over and introduce yourself, you know, to whoever it is. So, you do
But
that.
you know, I love this fact that you said that because I keep saying that people could just. But when I talk to especially ladies, I keep hearing, no, they don't want to do that. They don't want to. I don't know. I feel like we're back to being 12. Like people are scared about going over and introducing themselves. Especially the ladies. You know, a lot of times the ladies don't want to be the person who initiated
Right,
stuff like that.
right. Ladies don't like to really pursue, but you have some that do. So
Yeah.
it just depends. If you see something that you like, you
Yeah.
know, go after it. You won't know unless you try.
And you might miss out on something.
There you
Dope.
go. You can.
What? Now, another thing that I've come across, and I think it's an issue personally, is people don't take the organic approach anymore. Where you meet somebody, like them, go out, get to know, and then later on, if it grows into what it grows into, and I know sometimes we talk about the biological clock and the right? But at the end of the day, there's nothing I think that's more whack than meeting somebody and going out on a date and you start asking me foolish about future plans and you like kids? No! I gotta get it. What I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You believe in marriage? No. Stop asking me these things. What do you think? Would you go on a date and entertain conversations like those on the first date?
No, not on the first date. No, definitely not.
A little scary, right?
It's a little
So let me
scary.
solicit a spouse.
So, you know, I may just listen. I may not, I'll respond, but I'm really, really listening to what you're saying.
Right.
So I'm very observant.
While deleting the number from your phone. Delete. This boy crazy.
No, I'll just say things just are not going the way that you planned it.
Right.
You know? Yeah. But yeah, no, you can't jump the gun too quickly. And you have to get to know people. You really do. You know, sometimes you can be with someone for years and still not know who they really are, you know,
True.
until after the fact. So.
Wow. Right. It comes up a lot and people are like, well, you know, my big man, I don't have the time for waste. You know, I'm not like, but that's so scary for me to meet you and day 1 or 2 you come ask me about, so how you find out? What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too abrupt.
A little bit. Yeah. Holla at me in 2 years with them questions. Right now, I just want to get to know you.
There you go.
And I'm a slow burn. It takes me some time to get to know. I'm like a scented delight candle. I'm a slow burn. I'm just saying. But it happens a lot. And the ladies keep saying, hey, have a show, talk about whatever the case may be. But of course, sometimes too, the fellas are not, you know, it's hard to get a man to come be honest. And because I feel like everybody's fronting. I feel like most people, you meet the representative, you know what I mean? Everybody, somebody, yeah, man, I'm the greatest person, you know what I mean? Done killed 2 husbands last month, you know? See a month. But I'm the greatest person, and nobody, I think the fellas accept their faults more so than the ladies accept their faults. I have never really heard a lady sit down and be like, yeah, I got some stuff I got to work on. I got some issues. I might be a little crazy. You know, is there an issue for the ladies out here to
Yeah,
really
but
confront them?
that's scary. That's scary to tell somebody that I'm kind of crazy.
No, not the person you're dating, you know. Just be real about it. If me and you are talk, right? And I'm like, yo, what's going on, whatever the case may be. You don't hear a woman admit a lot of times that they have their own set of issues that are causing the demise of these relationships. It's always a demand.
Well, here's what. This is how I look at it. I think from every relationship you learn something, right? That you can take with you on to the next relationship to say, okay, this is what I need to work on. Whether good, bad, or indifferent, there's just always something. I don't think anybody's perfect. But I think you can learn something. And you have to look deep into yourself sometimes because you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Wow. Lie tell.
No.
I am. That's why I use scented. No, I'm just I'm just playing. But nah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not want to be single out in these streets right about now, because I personally have come across some people out in the street. Yeah, what me tell you, say, will make you become a monk. That crazy, the lunacy's out of this world.
Right.
But one issue I think is a big issue too is that I think a lot of people are looking for, how do I put it? They're looking for spouses and hoping within that spouse they find a good relationship versus looking for a good relationship and have it grow into
Right. That's
a
how
good
it's
spouse.
supposed
You
to
know what I
be.
mean?
Yeah.
Do you see that out there amongst, the ladies to like everybody, yo, man, reach a certain age, I need for 70, yo. I gotta speed this up.
No, not necessarily speed it up to get married, but speed it up to be in a relationship. Yeah.
Like a committed relationship.
Yeah, in a committed relationship.
Ain't got no time though. How long is just dating? How long could be just dating?
Multiple people or just one person?
Jana, you're a real player.
I'm not, but I'm asking a question because then that determines the time frame.
I love that because I think my daughter brought that up. I think we have the word dating totally wrapped up the wrong way in terms of, no, don't get me wrong, you're liberated, you can do whatever. If you want to sleep with a person, it is what it is, you're not obligated to nothing. But dating somebody doesn't mean that that's what it is. You could date multiple people trying to feel out. I mean, Keisha be sleeping with all of them, but that's Keish, right? But you can date multiple people trying to feel out the situation and then you go in the direction you go. But so you found the one you like, I'm saying like, yeah. How long before, I don't have to be so specific, but how long is it before you start saying, okay, so where's this going? I mean, are we heading on the road of an exclusive relationship or,
I think you kind of know that, of course, one of your first questions should be, are you dating anybody? So that way you have an idea. Because
Right.
if he's dating and you're dating, who knows when you're going to decide to select him and vice versa, So I think that it's something off the bat that it's not a 3-month process for you to decide. I mean, I can't put a time frame on it. I just
Right.
think that when two people click, when there is a connection and when there isn't a connection.
and you could click day one.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like, that's pushing it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that.
When some guy come up there and be like, something, I don't know. Anytime somebody hit you with the, I don't normally say this, or I don't normally do this, I'm like, Jesus, Dre. I don't normally say this, but I think you're the one. You're like, yeah, huh?
On day one,
Day
that's
two.
kind of scary. Day two is scary too, But I think that people do connect, and you do have a connection, and you can, I've been on conversations that lasted 5-6 hours, so there's definitely a connection
Wow.
there, So
Right.
it just depends.
I
It
dig
really
that.
just depends.
I dig. Not true, Tara. You dig that too. Not true. Not true. Tara said, yeah, give the definition of dating. Man. I'm just saying. Not that one, Empress. Click on the one that I posted up a little top there. I'll send it to you. Let me forward it real fast. You know what I mean? But the one that I posted, sentedelights.com. But yeah. There's a lot of things going on out here in this dating world. I was actually gonna set up a show and send out some cameras out there that'd be hilarious. But then I said, like, you know what? I want to be a part of it. When it goes wrong, I don't want to be a part of that. It'd be hilarious, but I don't want to be a part of that. Again, we got the dating world out here. How long is it before, if you're dating somebody and year one I pass and year two I pass and whatever the case may be, and he makes no mention of marriage or whatever the case may be, does it get to a point where you'd be like, okay, what the hell's going on? Or is it okay? Are we evolved enough right now where two people can just be together for a long time? Yeah.
Well, it just depends on what you want. You have to be up for what you want. What are your expectations? Where do you want to see things going? You may be on 2 different pages, and if so, then it's not going to work.
I'll tell you something. I think you would have a fabulous future in politics, because here's what you don't say. You never said yes, and you never say no. You never say yes, and you never say no. I love it.
Oh my God.
I love it. But no, it's crazy out here, and I really want to talk to some of the fellas. So here's the deal. Maybe tell one or two of your male friends them to come on and get them perspective, right? But what I do find is it's hard. Everybody's and I always say everybody is auditioning is what I feel like, right? So when you have a conversation with somebody, it's like they're auditioning. I'm in the seat where me done married already, so I'm not impress somebody, so I can say whatever comes to my mouth, right? But oftentimes, especially the fellas, I've heard some fellas come on the platform and say something, and you can tell that, okay, it's a straight audition and you're not being truthful, you're not being real.
Right.
Do you find that the shell of the man is harder to penetrate in terms of getting the truth? Like you would date this man for 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, you know, really wagwan. Is it harder for a man to be straight up honest and stuff like that than a woman is, you think?
I don't know. I can't say yes or no on that one. I'm sorry. I'm a politician. I'm playing. I can't say yes or no because it just depends on the person. You have men that are
Floozies.
and you have women also. So I can't say. How can I say men are more than women? I can't.
Because, and why I ask is because a lot of times when a conversation comes up, gender does play a dynamic, you know, right? And by that I mean men are broad brushed, but women are individualized. So a woman will always tell you that every woman is different. I'm different. Treat me different. But I'm on your name. Still, so that's what I'm getting at. It's kind of like the expectations from both are different, you know, and I don't know where I come from, and I don't think it's fair. You know, we're victims over here. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, victims! You're the biggest players when you guys are ready. If you were more upfront and to say what you really wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to play the field right now. You want to date, but not exclusively. Just be upfront, and that way, then nobody has to feel anyway. Because listen, I told you upfront, you're not the only person I'm dating. Rather than somebody find out, and then there's drama, and there's somebody calling you, and
Right.
just be upfront, you know.
And it's funny, in this day and age also, I think there's less need to lie because these ladies out here, them are no different. They're not that fragile. I'm gonna be like, oh, for real, you too? You want to date other people too? I thought you would never say that. You know, but it's the truth.
Or some don't care.
Some no business.
Yeah, some don't care.
Like you said, the first question you should ask is, you know, are you dating somebody? Right about the whole things are going. First question about you're married, because some people you be on like date number 10.
Exactly. That's important. You know,
Find out
very
if-
important.
Wow.
Some women care, some women don't. You know, and to each his own. Listen,
Yeah. No
whatever you
judgments
do-
passed.
No judgments passed. Whatever you're doing is your business. That's your business. No, I'm not saying floozy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Tara says many men play all day, but oh God, only cry out when they get played. Here's what I'm going to agree with in that.
Ouch. Okay.
She is this.
Yes.
Do you find that men, well, and you probably can't personally vouch, but we got friends, you know what I mean? So even if you don't do it, a friend, I've been a victim of her, whatever the case may be. Do you think that men handle being cheated on a lot worse than women do?
No.
When some man can't take bun.
No. You know what? They're just upset that they didn't do it first. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's so bad is that they can cheat and you must forgive them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they can't accept it when it's the opposite way around. They can't accept
There's
it.
rules to this bun
See
thing.
what I'm saying? No. But why is that right? That's not right.
Well, you know why? I'm not saying it's right. But you know why I think the thought exists? It's because of value systems, right? So you're dating somebody or married to somebody, the man and the woman. The woman's value in terms of how you view her, the delicacy, and you know what I mean, from your little picture, what I'm saying, what are little boys made of? Frogs and snails and puppy dog tail, right? What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and all things nice. So you value the thing differently. So you look at your woman as a delicate, whatever the case may be. So she can't do that. You know what I mean? For the man, he's not supposed to do it to, but it's a different thing, right? Believe me, think a joke me make? Make your children find out that daddy cheat. Them are go vex because daddy done violated mama. Make your parents find out that mama cheat. They traumatized for life because that's their mama, and mama is gold and mama's an angel. Mama not supposed to do that. So that's your testimony, proof that the value system is a little different.
Yes, the value system is different. I will agree to that. It's a little bit different. But how about nobody cheat? You're not happy? Get out of it. You know, find a proper way to get out of it.
Right.
But nobody cheat. Don't cheat. You're not happy? Get out of it.
I dig that. I tell people this. I was never a cheater. I was a breakup specialist.
Jesus.
If I want out, I want out. I don't do drama. So I'm out.
Yeah,
but
I
the
don't
whole
do drama
bugger, I'm over here, I'm over at my canada. I'm gonna like look over my shoulder. But I'm out when I will bounce. I'm just saying.
I respect that more. I respect that more.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, just say that, listen, this is not working out. I'm going to move on. Rather than you being all over the place, you know?
How you do it is up to you. Some people drop it on a text. Some people leave it on a voicemail. Somebody call on the phone. Some say it right in person. But either way, break up with the person.
Yeah.
Although some people have to break up with them, because you broke up with them Friday and Monday and go on like nothing never happened. Show me. Oh snap, yo! Listen, this is flag on the play right here. But I'm just gonna say what somebody say. I must ask you, just ask you straight up, right? Them say ask her about Taurus Riley.
Oh my God!
But I call the name. Them say ask her about Taurus.
Oh, I love Taurus Riley.
You love Taurus?
Absolutely love Taurus Riley. Yeah, I love his voice. I admire him.
Do you have any idea who asked me to ask you that?
I have an idea. I have an idea. Listen, he shouldn't even be listening right now, but I have an idea.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Somebody said the value system is different, but the end result is the same when the nonsense is introduced.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. I completely agree. Absolute nonsense.
True. But there's levels to this. All right?
Listen, you know what? If you have respect
Mm-hmm.
and you value each other,
Mm-hmm.
you will treat each other differently.
And that is true. Is there are there levels to the bun thing? Is there a good bun and bad bun? People don't
No.
forget. No, just it's wrong.
It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Like I said, I have more respect for you if you end it. Just end it. It's not working out. You know what I mean? Not everybody's crazy and they're gonna go mad because you're leaving. Life goes on.
Oh, that happens too.
Yeah, but life goes on. But it's just the way that you correspond and you say, you know, instead of you sitting down and having a conversation like you should, right? Because love is great. I'm a hopeless romantic, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna last forever. It
Right.
can come to an end. People do grow apart. It happens.
Right.
You know? But respectfully, just do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Spike. Barry said, "Do you drop off in Orlando? It's a little far, but she'll mail it."
Yes,
She'll mail it.
Definitely mail it. Yeah.
Somebody said, "You break up with them, but they didn't break up with you." Yeah, that happens a lot, you know. But it goes the opposite way too, in terms of a whole heap of people in a relationship with people who ain't in a relationship with them. I'm just saying. I know if man have girlfriend or not a boyfriend, woman have man and not a woman. There's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I haven't been in one of those things.
No?
No.
Yeah, no. Lucky. Out in these streets, I've heard that it's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's what I've
crazy out
heard.
there. Yeah, it's crazy out there.
The looseness is just loose, you know.
To each his own.
To each his own.
To each his own.
But if you're single, do your thing. Because I always feel like when people talk, I don't think there's anything wrong with anything if it's single people, you know. So if you know, say, you know, involved in a relationship, like when people love talk about promiscuity and all them things, and them, you know, I ain't got no problem with it if you're not in a relationship, right? A committed relationship. So if two people have not made eye contact and say, "I am with you," it's like vows, but they're with vows. These are marriage vows. You know? If I didn't say I'm with you, and you said you're with me, you in that day.
Okay.
I'm just
What if you're living together? You still winner there?
live together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, exactly. That's a whole.
that's a whole different. I mean, But I'd like to think we crossed that bridge before we go to the living together part. Do you? I know somebody who is good with being in a relationship with somebody, and it's never ever going to come to marriage. They'll be monogamous with that person. They've got their own crib. She could have her own crib, but no matter what the circumstance is, they just want to keep it that way. We're in other words, we're kind of like companions, life companion, life partners. But I'm not trying to share my space. I'm not trying to have my house smell like potpourri and serenity. I want it to smell like serenity and lust when you come over, and I'm trying to set the mood and the whole night. But I'm not trying to have it smell like potpourri all day. I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want no fuchsia towels on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my pillows to be looking all.
Okay.
You get the point.
Yeah.
You get the point, right?
To each his own. But I mean, if that's what you want, then that's what you want, right? As long as you're upfront with that at the beginning. Listen, this is how things are gonna be. I'm not interested in getting married. We can just live, separately, and we're still in a. If that's acceptable to you, then hey.
So what you're saying pretty much is find somebody who wants what you want.
Exactly.
If the person don't want, so okay, that's cool, that's fair. But this is what I have experienced in my personal situation. Back in the 60s when a brother was single. Disclaimer, back in the 60s when I was single. Is this. People set out on a mission, right? So man and woman embark on this journey, and this is when we agree, we talk about what it is. Somebody's feelings change down the road. Mm-hmm. The other person's feelings didn't change. No, he's the bad guy, or she's the bad guy. You know what I mean? What happens when, because how realistic is it that somebody who says now I'm good with it being this way is not going to change their mind? And notoriously, it has been on the women's side of things, because women want something solid and they want bones around.
Right. So, but then you're not being honest. You have to be honest from the beginning, right? So you're not being honest with yourself. It's like being with somebody that doesn't want kids, and you're hoping that eventually down the line you can convince them to want kids.
Right.
No, you have to be honest with yourself. Is this really what you want? I can tell you, that's not what I want. That wouldn't be acceptable for me, no.
Well, would it be acceptable? Do you think you could ever be in a situation where it's just never going to lead to marriage or cohabitation? It's just going to be, I live in Sunrise, you live in Miramar, and sometimes I'm at your house, sometimes you're at mine, or whatever the case may be. You think that could work for you?
No.
No?
Absolutely
You didn't even think about it?
No.
Damn.
Listen, that's how it'll be, at first. But for me personally, that's not what I want. So I can't tell you that I'm going to accept it. Even if you're telling me that day one, I know that we're not compatible, because that's not what I want. So I can't pretend. Mm-hmm. If I pretend, I'm going to set myself up.
Wow.
So.
Do you find that people date the same people over and over in different, it's a different man, different person, but because I know people, men and women, who if you look at the resume, right, and all the people they've been with, it's pretty much the same person, and they end up with the same results.
Well, there's some truth to that. Yeah, I do agree.
Date the same person over and over.
Yeah, but then you have to start looking back at the person's history, right? Mm-hmm. Why are you selecting the same person over and over?
Wow.
Maybe they went through some trauma. Maybe they have daddy issues. Maybe it could be different things. You know what I mean? So.
Maybe they like big booty girls.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. There's always a reason behind why you do the things that you do.
Somebody was in here and they said to me, and I found it so profound. When things happen and people do things, we always say, why are they doing that? Versus saying or even thinking, what happened to them? And I think that's kind of what you're saying there. What happened?
What happened? Something happened. Something happened, or they've been through something. That's what I think.
Is it dangerous to have a type?
I won't say dangerous, but you have to have some type of type. I mean, something. Let me find a nice way to put this.
Rah! Rah! Oh, the person who said it is on. Well, go on, Lavi. Lavi's the one that said it. Dope, 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 dope songstress. If she's in your town, go check her out. She's the one that said that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
But we're going back to it didn't slip away. Me never forget. So, is it dangerous? And here's why I say it. I asked the question.
Listen, you can have a type, but you can't have a long 50 million list where he has to be this, he has to be that. You know, you're going now? That's unrealistic. But I think you have to have a type. Do you like, you must like a certain type of men, nationality. You have to have a type. You know what I mean? Some men like them dark, some men like them light, some men like them big, some women like them small. It's like women come in so many varieties, and so do men.
Right.
So you have to have a type, you know. Some women can be with a man and they're not attracted to them. Vice versa.
Right.
You know? Yeah, so I think so. I think you have to have a type. You don't have to have an unrealistic list as to he has to be this, that, but
Right.
I think you have to have a type. What are you attracted to?
Nice people. People who are beautiful on the inside.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
if you sit down with somebody on the first day and they keep saying to you, I'm so nice, it's for me, it's like, you don't have to advertise that you're nice. You know what I mean? People
True
are going
that.
to see it. You don't have to advertise it.
True that.
People are going to see it. People are going to see you for who you are.
I just love what's on the inside.
Well, listen, you know,
just saying.
when I think about beauty, I look at beauty from the inside and then come out.
True.
So it has to be both. You can't just look good, but man, your ways are so disgusting. It has to be a balance for me.
Right. Are you dumb as rocks?
Yeah.
Fine and dumb. It's like, yo, this girl fine, this dude, yo, dumb as a bag of nails. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. The reason why I mentioned the whole type situation is because I know somebody, right? And they would not admit to, well, a couple of people, they would not admit to having a type. They won't admit to having a type, but from what I see, they do. But the danger in it pretty much is I've seen them ignore a good dude because they have a type. And they've dated 10 jerks that fit the same mold of the type. So it's almost like, you know, you have 100 good dudes over here, 100 bad dudes, I should say, and a couple of good dudes over here, and they're going to go through 100 of those bad dudes because they fit the type. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I always have the question and concern about, you know, is it dangerous to have a type? You know,
a type and a list are two different things, right? So I think, and it's really, do you connect? You can connect with someone and
right.
Listen, your type goes straight through the window, right?
For real, Keisha be dope.
Oh my God, Keisha.
Large of yourself, Keish. Wow.
You can have a type, but then you may meet somebody and the connection is so strong that your type goes out the window because, you know, you're looking at different things. But
true. You're gonna get them bun with your type.
Jesus.
But that's what they say. Teak says talk that talk. Man, get out of here, Teak, with that talk that talk. You see that? Get out of here with that. You know? I joke, man. Much love, much love, much love. You know, I see that stuff happen so many times where people make a concerted effort and a conscious decision as to what they're going to choose. And sometimes I don't think happiness necessarily is at the peak of the priority. You know, it'd be cool if I'm happy, but I mean, I compromise because she's fine. You know, or how the women look at it, and then it makes for a miserable existence for as long as that relationship lasts. But you know, again, I'm old. I'm out the game. You know what I mean? This is back in the 60s, whatever. You know,
back in the 60s.
Back in the 60s.
You weren't even born yet.
I'm just saying. We talk about, you mentioned the list, right? And I remember a couple years ago I was working, had a co-worker of mine, and she would mention the list. You know, she'd go down her list, right? And damn near sometimes I think people set me up to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I think I'm getting old and I say stuff that I probably shouldn't say. So I've had that situation where them like, give me the list and I give me the list and I give me the, even for Love Doctor show, somebody give me the list and I said, boy, the person I have all these physical attributes, none of which they possess, by the way, right? I'm just saying, the person have all these financial attributes, none of which they possess. So it's kind of like the list is long and specific, lofty, and my response kind of was like, but that person's out your league though. You know what I mean? Why would that person? So I said to them, so if you want that person, why would they be with you? What do you? And the person says, well, I'm a good woman. So I'm like, so what about a good man that doesn't possess those things? You know, and she couldn't grasp all of that. So we're going back to that list there. Again, you have female friends, you have male friends. Which to you travel with these lofty, unrealistic lists more than
women.
Women?
Definitely more than men. Because sometimes you guys don't care. To see what sometimes men pick up, it's
That John, you see my John.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know.
Hey, that him care come around. That him care come around. So what the man pick up? That's alright. That does alright at all. No, sir. When Muta say, I don't know, Rasta. I don't know, Rasta. I don't know. But what are we taught that? Because I personally think a lot of blames I forgot on mothers too, because I think fathers teach girls what not to do and what not to go for. I think mothers define what they should go look for. So a lot of times I've seen, especially in this culture, when a lot of moms are telling their daughters, say, yo, you need to go find a man to do this, you need to find a man to do that, make sure a man can take care of her. Sometimes they're harping a lot more on the financial part of it more than anything else. So when your girls grow up and become women, you know, you didn't really teach them to look at other things like the quality within a man or whatever. I think being who a father is, teaches that woman what to look for. But I think mothers place preconceived expectations on daughters. Talk to me a little bit about that. Do you disagree or what?
Well, let me see now. I don't have any daughters. I have all boys.
Lucky you.
So it's a little bit different, but and I didn't grow up with my mother, so I can't.
They can't relate.
No, I can't relate to that. But you know, it depends. If you have strong parents in your life that model who you are or what the expectation should be of what is acceptable and what not to accept, you know, it builds character. It does. It builds character. Either way.
Politics. Tell you already, you know.
No, I'm telling you.
I like it.
It builds, you know, that, it builds, what's the word I'm trying to find? It builds who they are and what they accept. You know what I mean? If you have a strong father in your life that you grew up with and he's constantly telling you that you're beautiful, you're strong, you're capable of being independent and doing your own thing and not to depend on a man and not, you know what I mean? I think that you'll, because your father is your first love, right? Or it should be that your father is your first love, that, you know, this is what I saw my father do, so this is what I expect from a man.
Right.
But if your father's a dog and that's all that he's ever done,
right?
Then
I prefer the word gallus.
It may curve, you know, your views and the men that you date. It really does.
And what you accept too.
That too. Very important. That too. Yeah.
Fellas, do right. All right? Do right so the ladies can see you doing right so they know exactly what to go out there and accept, and more than anything else, what not to accept. Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? All right? And all the folks in your Bobby Dean say, yes, some of those beautiful queens are among us looking, oh, shadow star, Bobby Dean, easy. Bobby Dean done been through it. Yeah. All right? Let me see here. Tara says, yes, they have a list so tall for their requirements but can't match a quarter of the list. See that more often than not. Teague says that comes from an old school perspective of relationship. Men were taught to provide, women are taught to take care of the household. But nowhere was the teaching of building an emotional and spiritual connection. That's some deep stuff right there. Teague.
I agree.
That's some deep stuff right there. She's so on point with that one. And then of course Tara said something. Tara scared me. You know. Some mothers do, while some fathers are presently absent. That thing come up again, presently absent, and make no contribution in shaping their child or children in certain areas. Facts.
Yes. 'Cause
Facts.
fathers build self-esteem. They really do. They don't
Facts.
realize it, but they do.
Facts.
You know, especially during those teenage years of their daughters. They do.
So when we see Crazy Keisha and Louis Lisa out in the streets are going away, if we trace it back and ask the question that we should ask, which is what happened, then it probably traces back to the father, whether being absent or being terrible. Because my philosophy is this: I'd rather be an absent parent than a terrible parent. You know.
That's true.
So something happened why she is or he is
The way
who
that
they are.
Absolutely. I do.
Wowzers.
I think
Wowzers.
so.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, chopping it up right now with the lovely Miss Natasha Martin. All right. And again, Scented Delights. It's her business. When I say the best candles I've experienced, we have Lust right about now. She said love is the bedroom and I love turn up the thing, but that was before we met Lust. Lust is Jano. That's how I was saying. Child support. Up. Up. Indulge, serenity, all these beautiful scents. I love it. We got some folks out here that lead by example. And that is so true because especially with our young men, I see in our young men the absence of relationship goals. You know, you hear them talk about financial goals a lot. Hear them talk about societal goals, right? But you don't hear them talk too much about relationship and emotional goals. And that's primarily because that's a foreign concept to many. You know, a lot of again, people are absent. You know, I don't subscribe to the theory of the missing black fathers because I personally know very little households that don't have the fathers in there, whether it be a stepfather or whether it be the father is not with mom, but the father is present in your life. But I do not want to discredit by any means or marginalize the struggle of those people in the single parent home. But that contributes to some degree. But I do think that especially our boys, you know, our boys are growing up a certain way. And then on the flip side, we have our young ladies growing up. I saw TD Jake's video the other day where he's saying that we're raising our young women to be men, you know, to ignore the fact of let a man provide. I'm not saying you must have your education and this and that, but just the concept of, oh, I got me, I could do this, I could do that, and you hammer it down people's throats and whatever the case may be. Are we as a society teaching our women that right now? To be, for lack of a better word, men.
Boy, I can't agree with that.
You don't?
No, because I think, you know, when he says men are to be providers, which to an extent I do think that the men should provide, but I have to have my own as well. You know, regardless, I have to have my own, and that's how I'm built.
Right.
But I'm also thinking that maybe he thinks a woman should be at home taking care of the kids, and you know, it just depends on what you want. You have some women that still believe in that, some men that still believe in it. It just depends on what you're looking for. You know,
I thought he was coming more from the vantage point of just nothing wrong with the teamwork, right?
right?
But abandoning the formula, because there's formulas for everything.
Right.
There's a formula that makes a candle, right? There's a formula for the household,
Right.
which is generally stating that the man's the head of the household. Not saying the man must trample down upon you or whatever the case may be. The man's the head of the household. Here's why I believe in that.
I do believe in that.
My wife says she believes in it, you know.
Yeah. Listen, he should be the head of the household. Absolutely. I do agree with that. But I just feel that a woman should also have her independence.
And I firmly believe in that. My mom could hold her own. Of course, having both parents was great. But my mom did well enough to where if my dad wasn't there, we wouldn't have suffered. You know what I mean? Would life be the same? Probably not. But she did her thing. So because of that, I have never been attracted to are entertained by the concept of somebody who is not going to be out there grinding like I am.
Right.
You know, and when I say like I am, it might not be to the same degree.
Right.
But the whole concept of the woman at home has never ever, you know, them said that never find use for idle hands and idle loins too. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they told me. So I've always, you know, when I saw the video, I said to myself, you know, I personally think there's some truth to it, because right now I think it's a competition. It's almost like being able to come home and say, I don't want to say emasculate, but almost come home and hammer it down that I don't need you. So if somebody's coming home hammering down, I don't need you, how long is it before the person take it to heart and say, well, maybe you don't, I'm out?
That can happen. Absolutely. That can happen.
And it goes both ways.
It does. It does go both ways. But I still think the man should be the head of the household. I do.
Mad.
I do.
I stand firm with the theory. If the lights are off, it's daddy's fault. No matter what happened. If the house dirty, it's mama's fault. No matter no matter how you slice and dice it. I just sort of think, oh, go on, Julia Lee. That's always been something that I was taught a little kid, and I subscribe to it. Don't mean we don't both pull our weight and do whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, no matter how much money mommy make out the road, if the lights are off, it's daddy's fault.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
But what if mom is supposed to pay the bills? Dad brings home the bread or more, or whatever the case may be. You have responsibilities that each of you have, and maybe she's supposed to pay the bill and didn't pay. So you can't.
And that's perfectly good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Right. But that's daddy's fault. At the end of the day, in the book, in the manual, in the handbook, he's supposed to make sure.
I did not get that manual. I did not get it.
You can download it.
Yes.
You could definitely download it. Oh man. Tara said that. Oh, Teek says that love is her favorite. See what I'm saying? 100% Teek. Tara says the gallus mentality fooled many of these men. That is true too, because that's something that's taught. Tara's the first thing, man, a lion, they're not in touch with their sensitive side. As a result, many are unable to connect on an emotional level. Do you agree with that?
I do, to an extent. I do. I don't think all men are like that, but absolutely. I've seen it.
Now,
I've experienced it.
Men not being in touch with their emotional side?
Absolutely.
And are there situations out there where the men that are in touch with their emotional side are running into women who think of it as a weakness because they are in fact in touch with their emotional side?
You know what? I don't look at it as a weakness. I think that you have to have some type of emotion. You can't just be oh my gosh, let me see how I can put this in a more delicate way. You have to have some type of emotion. I don't want to date somebody that has no emotion. You can't just be cold and dry. You know what I mean?
Insensitive.
And I have dated someone that was insensitive and cold. But that's not what I want going forward.
What do you want going forward?
That's a whole different show. Okay? That's a whole different show.
Trust me.
Yeah.
We gonna have you back. We gonna have you back. But you know, it's again. I think people should be allowed to be vulnerable. But I also don't know how, because sometimes we try to. It's like the word system. When you say system, some people don't want to hear you say system because them think like it's a scapegoat. All right, what do you mean by system? But the truth is there is a system, right? And it's the same thing. Things are societal. It sounds good on paper that you want that man to be in touch with his emotional side or whatever the case may be, but at certain levels, then he's considered weak. Because I hear a lot of that from the fellas.
I don't consider him weak.
No?
I mean, he's not crying every time that we have a conversation, right? No.
It's like, yeah, you're not gonna work.
No, but you have to have some type of emotion.
Right.
You know, I won't put myself out there like that, but you know, I've dated men that didn't have an emotional connection,
Right.
and it's frustrating, because then they can't. It's like they have no empathy or they have no sympathy for you. You
Right.
know, that's what's gonna happen, and I don't want someone like that.
I feel you on that because they're lacking in emotions. Period.
Yeah.
So they also can't allow you that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's, like you said, there's no empathy because I'm cold, so me not have a tolerance for your thing either.
Listen, let me tell you this. I have had someone say, you know, can't you just speak without crying? And I thought that was just so cold and insensitive, right?
Were you crying a lot?
No, but if I'm crying, it's because I'm hurt about something, you know? So
Right.
me talking about it or expressing it, you can't be that cold.
Right.
You shouldn't be that cold anyways, you
Right.
know?
True.
So,
What happened to him?
yeah.
Something happened to him.
Listen, I figured that one out, but I figured it out too late. Yeah, but I figured it out too late.
Yeah, if you have an issue with that, and here's a crazy thing about it too. It's not just what people think, is what people say. Sometimes there need to be a filter, a little valve between what goes on in your mind and what come out of your mouth. Because sometimes I think some stuff too, and I'm like,
it's called tact.
yeah,
Right? So you have to think about the things that you say.
right.
Right.
Because sometimes he may not necessarily mean it that way, but there's no other way than an asshole way to say that.
But exactly. And not just that, your behaviors, they're consistent.
Oh,
So you lack empathy,
right.
right? You have to have empathy for people. It's not just for you and I because you're in a relationship, but something could happen to somebody at work. You have to have empathy. You have to have empathy.
You have to.
You know, so I was dealing with someone that had no empathy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he checks the jackass box.
Listen,
Black, white, other,
listen,
jackass.
Listen,
Click.
it's checked, it's colored, it is.
Dang.
Listen, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you this. Again, we forgot another one, you know. But I will say this more than anything else. Thank you so much for accommodating my madness, because you see, the thing is, I feel like I have to crack the code on this. I have to get whatever I procure a lovely lady to have the conversation with. We have to have the conversation because it's almost like I'm sneaking in and I'm getting the info.
Yeah.
Fellas, you listening?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So the rule is, first of all, find out if they're dating. All right. Grab you some scented delight. You know what I mean? Because that's our brownie point right here. She come in and she smells scented delight. You know what I mean? You got a shot.
Yeah.
More
You
so,
do.
make sure you got that love or that lust on deck though, because you know, I'm just saying. Drop the social media for the masses again, so that I know Instagram.
Instagram is @_scented_delights.
Okay, and of course, look at the logo too, you know, because when you go on there, just match the things up, match up the name, and you're gonna see the logo because this is what's on it, right?
Yeah.
All right, you on Facebook too?
I am on Facebook. I'm trying to remember Facebook because I don't use it so much.
You know?
Instagram, yes.
Instagram.
Instagram more so, but I am on Facebook. It's just _Facebook_Scented Delights.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's also a link on my website. So when you go on the website, if you go to the bottom, it'll link you. You click on it, it'll bring you right there. Facebook.
So the best bet really is just to go to scenteddelights.com.
.com, absolutely.
Everything's there.
Everything is there.
Order your candles. If you have any feedback, comments, whatever the case may be,
That's there too.
that's there.
Contact me. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Let her know which one is your favorite, whatever the case may be. If love and lust lived up to that, yeah, I mean.
Right.
So all of that stuff, just definitely check them all out. And again, thank you so much for rocking out with us. It has been a pleasure. And I will let you know when the Love Doctor series starts. Fellas, nobody harass me. Me no know nothing. All right? Nobody bother me. Nobody with it. That's what nobody with it. All right? No bother with it. So we're going to do the Love Doctor show and we're going to talk. You know what? I'm going to consider this episode 1 of the Love Doctor because it gave me a lot of information. So I'm going to consider this episode 1. Episode 2, I'm going to bring one of the fellas on. Tell one of your boys to come over here, right? Be a light, I'm going to tell them. Be a light. I'll be a light.
Exactly. They're not going to be honest
No.
with you. No,
No.
they're not going to be honest.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Even when they say that they're single. You're single.
Yeah, for the background check.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
But single is relative. Single meaning married. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, I can say I'm single, and I'm single.
Right. Single.
Not married. I'm just single, right?
Bam. So fellas, Lomi, she says she's single. Again, not an episode of Love Doctor Show. No hookups, all right?
Not married.
Not
but-
married,
Right.
but single, right?
Yeah.
And I love it. We need to talk to one of them single dudes. I see what I'm going. Like I said, the fella's front. That's what it is. Either them front and act too good to attract, are they fake, like they're too hard. Kind of attractive, you know, and they feel like somehow, somewhere they were taught that the woman, them like, you know what I mean, somebody with no empathy, but I get it, right? And then you end up with another dude. But that's a whole different conversation. Absolutely. You know. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go check out the candles because when I tell you the thing them turn up. All right. And of course, I want to remember, come and check out on August 20th. All Time Something come back again, which is a show at the Garden. I'll be there hosting. It's gonna have Admiral Tibet, the legend, the OG, is gonna be in the building. All right. Empress Unique's gonna be there. Principal's gonna be there. Winston Das gonna be there. Culture Kali gonna be there. And of course, again, another legend's gonna be in the building, Mr. Pluto Shervington. All right, and there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a pleasure. Remember, subscribe to the podcast. Homegrown with G. Cole available everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you subscribe. It did it. All right. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, it's a vibe. It's Miss Natasha Martin. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks again a million.
Thank you.
And this part is me now. We need our small businesses to grow, especially when people put the effort and the thing into it and do it right. And I feel like I'm looking at stuff that's done right. Like I said, there's levels to this. Want the Hyundai? That's cool. This ain't it, right? So this is some quality stuff right here. And you have to realize also, you get a lot more when you're dealing with a small business. And where I like the word mom and pop because it's so warm, right? It's not the factory alternative where it's just an assembly line vibe. You know, your or her selections, her process, her thought and everything went into this, not just to create the physical look of this, but the sense and the whole nine, and it's a fire. You know what I meant to ask you though, before we roll up out of here? Sure. You said, oh, you got a boys, right? Mm-hmm. You that mama? Are you that mama with that none of the girls are good enough?
No.
No?
No, No, I'm not like that. Because I can't pick for them. They have to pick for themselves. But I try to grow them into good young men, you know?
Nice.
I want them to be respectable and to be mannerable and still open a door and, you know, treat women as they are. They're queens. And that's what I expect. So nothing less. So
that also means, fellas, that if you're going on a date with the love, you better open some doors too. And be a gentleman because when I play them things there on here. Exactly. G. Cole are gonna pop out and make like date and say, you have to leave. You have to leave. You know? She might not say, but I can tell you straight up. I'll be like, yo, it now work out.
It's time to go.
It now work out.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta roll up out of here. Again, thank y'all so much. Radioland, thank you so much. Today on Monday, I will catch y'all on Thursday. I guess Billy Blade's gonna be in the building. It's a vibe.
Nakikinig sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
I say you're never gonna get me down. Oh no. Peace of mind is a holiday, and it's a trip that I love to take. And every time that I make this journey, it just blows my mind away. Peace of mind is a holiday, and it's a trip that I love to take. And every time that I make my journey, it just blows my mind away. It's such a blessing to be alive in this world that we all reside. And you can call it what you want to. I just love my chilling time. I get a thrill like every day, sitting here and watching the children play. I read them a book and I tell them stories. You should hear the things they say. And every time somebody greets me, says hello, I take it easy. I say hello now, how you feeling? You be safe, it was a pleasure meeting you. Peace of mind is a holiday, and it's a trip that I love to take. And every time that I make this journey, it just blows my mind away. Peace of mind is a holiday. God says to do your part and he's gonna do the rest. Don't hurt your heart, it only causes stress. You may not realize it, but you're truly blessed. And I know sometimes it's hard. You've worked all day and you don't see rewards. Come on, my brother, let down your guard. Aim for the skies, you might just reach the stars. I know it's money that you're trying to make, but if you're tired, you should take a break. It's not worth it if you break down. There's just a way too much at stake. Take a vacation if you want to. Spend some time with the ones that want you to be okay, because they love you. Oh my God, I said I wanna thank you. Peace of mind is a holiday, and it's a trip that I love to take. And every time that I make this journey, it just blows my mind away. Peace of mind is a holiday, and it's a trip that I love to take. And every time that I make my journey, it just blows my mind away. Whoa, whoa, I say you're never gonna get me down. Oh no, take a vacation if you want to. Spend some time with the ones that want you to be okay, because they love you. Oh my God, J. Cole just wanna thank you.